Welcome back to Super Mario Galaxy. Last time, I did a few extra stars that were just kind of lying around, and this time, I'm going to be finishing up the engine room. Finally. After this, I don't know. I forget what happens next. So, I have a vague idea, but we'll see what happens, because Bowser Jr.'s lava reactor is not long enough to fill up an entire episode, and it's not exciting enough to fill up an entire episode. Like I said last time, this star ain't very special, and I'll show you why. King Kaliente's spicy return. You know how I said I really liked the Bowser Jr. boss fights because it didn't reuse the same boss fight over and over again? This time with a different coat of paint, a little bit harder. Well, Bowser Jr. finally decided to take a page out of his dad's book, and that's right, we're reusing a boss fight. This time, King Kaliente, which in and of itself isn't a hard boss fight to begin with, so the fact that they're using it as a boss for a much later dome is rather annoying, in my personal opinion, but hey, that's just me. Actually, hopefully it's not just me. So as you can see right over there, there's a launch star behind bars, I guess you could call it. What we have to do is we have to take this bullet bill and we have to, okay, thank you for following me. We have to take it all the way over to this launch star. There's nothing special on this planet. There's no Hungry Luma. There's no star bits that are, you know, that I really want to get. There are coins, that's about it. So I'm really not going to be messing with that planet at all. This right here is just to get you accustomed with the mechanic that you will be using in the boss fight. These sink in lava, so you don't want to be standing on them too long. I don't know why they're what are these called? I believe they're different from little burrs. Yeah, they definitely are, but I don't know why they just didn't put, like, the fire enemies, the, little, I don't know. I always forget their names. They're too similar, and I just honestly don't care enough to remember them. They're never used again in any other Mario game, so it's not as if I'm going to be seeing them again. But whatever, let's not talk about that. Let's get to the boss fight.
If I give up any more Grand Stars, my dad's gonna get mad. So this calls for my ultimate weapon. Give him some heat, King Kaliente.
Your ultimate weapon kinda sucks. Just a little bit, Bowser Jr. I'm sorry to break the bubble. But, break your bubble? I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm a little bit rusty, but let's not talk about that. King Kaliente is now black. I don't know, that sounds a little bit racist. I probably shouldn't have said that, but whatever. This time he blocks immediately, so he is a bit more difficult, but again, not very. Essentially, all you want to do is you want to keep moving, and these little dudes will just keep bouncing around all over these platforms, which make it so you really want to keep moving, because you don't want to get hit by them. I believe that they are actually fire enemies, despite the fact that they look like ice enemies. So if you do get hit by them, you will bounce around with your butt on fire, and that's not good, especially due to the fact that you are on relatively small platforms, all things considered. Now he's shooting asteroids at you. Again, really not that hard to dodge. They don't come at you fast, and they don't come, well, at you. So that's that. It's 3 hits. It took 5 minutes. The entire level. This boss fight is a joke. And it makes me so mad because the Bowser Jr. boss fights show so much promise, and just this is immediately disappointing since it's King Kaliente, and it's just not hard enough to be an engine room boss fight. By the way, just in case you were close to dying, these do not sink anymore, so unless you're kind of dumb and you run off into the middle, or off to the sides into the lava, you're not going to die here. If you've completed the boss fight, that is. And that's the final dome opened up. But, as you saw, there was something else there. A nice little abode that was just sitting there, floating on a... Where was it? It doesn't show it on the map, but it was floating in space. and we can finally get there, and there's something very special there. I knew that that was going to appear, but I wasn't sure if there was anything else that appeared before that. I don't exactly remember how to get there. Oh wait, no, it's by the engine room. Something I don't really like about the teleportation, little spheres, I guess. No, they're not spheres, just circles. I don't know what they're actually called, but I'm gonna call them teleportation circles. Something I really don't like about them, or at least their placement, is the fact that to get to some of the later domes, you do actually have to go straight to the engine room, and it's a relatively long trek, and it's not a complete pain, but for someone who's recording a Let's Play, and I have to come up with some random BS to spout during travel, yeah, it's kind of annoying. But anyway, this little house is called The Gate, and it might look a little bit familiar to you. We've been here once before, a long time ago. Back in the first episode, Aluma carried me here and some bunnies, well, I had to chase them. Now, let's see what's going on, because one more thing has opened up to us in the gate. This is not just a one-and-done galaxy like you may have thought. This planet, it's very dear to me. I looked forward to visiting this planet with the Lumas every 100 years. The Luma that's been traveling with you may also grow up to become a star someday. Some Lumas become planets, some become comets, and a few become power stars. I'm traveling with them while they look for a place to be reborn. But I never thought all this would happen.
Wow, Mama must really trust you. Well, how about this?
If you grab all 100 purple coins here, then you'll earn my trust too. What an arbitrary task. This is a red star. It holds the power of the red Lumas. But the really amazing part about it is that it allows you to fly after you spin in midair. Yes, fly. While pressing A, you can pick the direction you want to fly with that, with the analog stick. If you can collect 100 purple coins, I'll let you use my power elsewhere. Alright, give me a second. Sorry about that, I was a little bit afraid. I did not mean to press that. Oh, everything's going wrong, sorry. It just looked as if there were a few problems with Elgato, and I hate Elgato for that, so I just wanted to make sure. Anyway, you transformed into Flying Mario. Spin while jumping to fly. This is very true. If we jump and spin, we can fly as Flying Mario. I know, it's incredible. And essentially, this planet is just to get you used to the Flying Mario controls. Even though, in all honesty, it's not really necessary. If you want to know why, it's because Flying Mario is almost never used, which is just fantastic, ain't it? Just like every other, first of all, I really like the theme of Flying Mario. Second of all, just like every other power-up, Flying Mario does not last forever. This isn't a power-up that you can just grab once and be like, whoa, I can fly for the rest of my life. No, it's not how that works. You actually do have to pick up another Flying Mario star, I guess you could call it. And then you turn back into Flying Mario, you get some more Flying Mario power. The good thing about spinning while Flying Mario is that you can actually collect purple coins. Again, sadly, Flying Mario is not used enough to actually be an interesting power-up, which really does suck because he's so cool, honestly. This is a power-up that hasn't been used in 3D Mario a lot, I should say. And 2D Mario flying is always done. It's the go-to power-up for games like the new Super Mario Bros. Series. And I don't know, it's just never used in a 3D Mario game. There's Flood, and I guess you could kind of count that. But this is like actual flying, not just floating with style. I don't know, I'm a really big fan of this power-up. And again, it just sucks that they don't use it more. So I don't know if I've actually done, no, I haven't done a purple coin mission up to this point. They suck. That's all I'm gonna say. I've been avoiding them for a reason. I'm not a fan. I like older collectathon games, but when it becomes like this, and it's just straight up tedious, yeah, I'm fine. You can count me out, thanks. I keep missing that one, Luckily, if you press Z, you can stop flying. It's not as if you ground pound So you don't go flying towards the ground, plummeting towards the ground at all. So if you do actually have a few problems, you make a mistake while in flying form, you want to be like, okay, let's stop for a second. You 100% can. It's really not that bad. I want to grab that last one. Thank you very much. Honestly, grabbing all 100 purple coins in this level, in this galaxy, isn't hard. Later on, it becomes relatively annoying. Thankfully, on occasion, they do actually give you enough purple coins that you can be a bit lenient. You don't have to grab every single purple coin, which is, trust me, a massive pain. But for here, it's really not all that bad. You don't have to worry about it too much, especially because Flying Mario, if you spin, you can actually draw purple coins near you, which is fantastic. I never actually tried to spin in midair when I was a kid, so I never knew that Flying Mario actually did bring purple coins to you. So this was a bit more difficult as a kid. And that is a star that we've never seen before. It's actually a red star. Apparently a red Luma turned into that star, so I'm going to assume there are a lot more yellow Lumas out there in the world, because if a red Luma turns into a red power star, then all the yellow Lumas, or the yellow power stars, should have been yellow Lumas, which means that there were a bunch of yellow Lumas, right? I don't know. I'm thinking about it too much. So that was all that was in the actual garden, or the, sorry, not garden, gate. Which is kind of depressing. I feel like they could have done a few more interesting things with it, but that's it. It was just a 100 coin mission and the beginning of the game. So that's done. There's nothing else to do there. I believe I have a few more minutes. The reason I say that I believe is because something I've never actually gotten into is recording, like having a stopwatch by me to show how much I've actually done with all the cuts and everything, but that's not the point. Anyway, as you can see, that red Luma that had a secret that he wouldn't tell me finally has that secret showing right now. See this red star? You can use it anytime. Yep, that's what Mama said. So, if you just hate using teleporters like I do, you can fly anywhere you want to go. So, actually you can't fly over there. You can't fly anywhere, but you can fly almost anywhere you want to go. If you want to go back to the gate, you 100% can fly back to the gate. If you want to go to the garden, you 100% can fly to the garden. Also, there are a few cool things to grab, like, for example, this 1-up right here. So, if I wanted to, I'm gonna say I didn't want to, just to look like I did that on purpose, but, there are a lot of 1-ups to grab now that you actually have the red stars. So, if you want to just hop on, and, before you actually get into any galaxy, if you just want to straight up grab a few 1-ups, then you totally can. I'm not gonna do this all the time, but if you have problems with dying in this game a lot, first of all, get some help. Second of all, sorry, that was mean. Second of all, there are 1-ups just abundantly thrown around in this observatory right down there. I can easily fly and grab this one if I wanted to. Okay, well, it ran out. That kind of sucks. If I wanted to, I could also grab that 1-up that's down there that I showed off in episode 22. But I want to, and what was that? Anyway, that's that for this episode. I'm not going to do anything else. I feel like I got a decent amount done. That red star is really freaking cool. I just wish it was used more than in the hub world, but hey, what are you going to do? Anyway, thank you for watching this episode, and next time I'm going to be moving on to the final dome and completing a few galaxies.